Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we are going to be doing crochet braid installation, and this is going to be box braids, actually goddess box braids. So they have some nice curly stuff going on, and they are like, I love the length of these box braids, and they're very like, they're not so trashy or knotty and so forth, but they're giving me knotless braids vibes. I basically have a simple braiding pattern, like maybe 9 braids at the front and 8 braids at the back. Some braids at the front are joined together to make one. That's pretty much it, and I just left out a little here at the front because I don't like when the crochet hair is showing at the front. I still want the illusion that I have actual braids. Anyway, I started installing my crochet braids, as you can see, and I just figured out something right here, guys. So I figured out something. The thing is, for example, if you're doing your crochet braids and you want the crochet braids to fall flat, meaning when you touch it, especially these box braids, when you touch it, you don't want it to have any bumpy, like that bumpy feeling. You want it to be really flat. You can't take the crochet needle and push it. For example, if you push the needle from like under the braids and upwards, so that means the hook is going to go upwards, then the hair is not going to be like flat. It's going to have some bumpy, like a bumpy feeling. All right, so what I am doing right now, just look at that. So I basically do the standard, like applying the crochet needle to my hair to apply it just under the braids and then upwards, but you're going to see what I'm talking about. Just look. So I basically just push it from under the braids and upwards, so the hook actually goes upwards. But if you look at the braid, it's not as flat. It's not as flat. Let me try again. So instead of going upwards, I went downwards with the needle. I pull the hair, pull the hair onto the hook and pull it. Oh wow. I was doing that a little bit too fast, but let me show you. So instead of going upwards, I went downwards. Pull the hair. Okay, now I'm going to pull the other piece of the hair and pull it. Do you see how flat it is right now? Look at how flat it is, and it's just falling according to the direction of my face, or how I want it to fall. Now if I do it the opposite way, which is push the crochet needle upward and then pull the hair from that direction, it's not going to be as flat. Yeah, I was just doing trial and error just to see how flat I can get the hair to be. Do you see? If I pull it towards the right of my face, it's not going to be flat. So whichever, it's not flat, right? So I'm basically telling you that if you want it to flow, whichever side that you want your hair to flow, so if you want to flow at the right, you have to take the needle and push it from like downwards. All right, and then pull the hair, as you are seeing, and it's going to be like flat. And if you do it on the left side, currently this is my right, your left, but if I'm doing it on the left side of my hair now, I would turn it the opposite way. So as you can see, I didn't push the crochet needle upwards, or the hook part of the crochet needle, I didn't push it upwards, I push it downwards under the braids, and then I pull the hair and then I just hook it because I wanted it to flow to the right. So whichever direction you want the hair to flow, you have to position the needle accordingly, the opposite direction. But guys, I don't know if I'm making sense, but you can see what I'm trying to say. All right, so that's basically what you have to do. And I just basically pull out that one because it's not going to fall to the right of my face, it's going to fall to the left. So if I want it to fall to the right of my face, I have to do it the opposite direction. Meaning I have to push the needle from the, what do you say now? Downwards, actually, not upwards, downwards. That's it, basically. So see me right now doing it the opposite side. I'm trying to get the hair to fall to my left, but I pushed the crochet needle upwards. So I started to push the crochet needle upwards, meaning the hook is supposed to go like upwards, but I realized when I did that it wasn't flat. So if you want the hair to be flat, you have to push it downwards. Are you getting it now? Yes. So whichever direction you want it to flow, if you want it to flow to the right or to the left, you have to push the crochet needle downwards and then like hook the hair and pull it. So if you can see right now, it's going to be flat. See that? Nice. See? So you have to push the needle downwards. Whichever direction you want the hair to flow, you have to push it downwards. You can't push it upwards because it's not going to be flat. So just bear in mind. It's just some trial and error I was doing, and I realized that, oh wow, the hair is not flat. If I push it like under the braids, like under and go up, it's not going to be flat. But if I push it downwards, like from the top downwards, oh my gosh, I don't know how to explain this, then it's better. So that's the position of the crochet needle when you're doing these box braids. The crochet needle has to be, you have to push it from like downwards under your braids instead of upwards under the braids. All right. Guys, I know that it sounds a little bit confusing, but you can see, I'm sure you can see what I'm talking about, and you can do trial and error just to figure out what I'm saying. But if you notice, I'm just pushing the needle from like under the braids. Okay, so I'm not under, like from upwards, basically. Oh my gosh, you know what, just watch the video, guys, and you will get it. To get the hair flat, you have to position the needle as like what you're seeing me doing right now. Alright, but that's basically what we're going to be doing for the entire video, just applying the crochet, the braiding here. And I really love this. I'm going to come back to you when I'm about to braid it and so forth. So just sit back, relax, and watch this. And just remember your placement with the crochet needle. Very important to get it as flat as possible. All right, but yeah, guys, see you later on. Okay, nice. So I'm finished with the back of my hair, and I'm just going to show you how I do the front. It's just basically applying some edge control, brushing it in. I basically pulled out one of the crochet pre-twist or pre-braided hair. What do you say? Pre-twist, pre-plait braided hair. Just pulled it out, and I just created 3-strand like twist, and I just start to plait it in. And then when I'm like closer to the end of the hair, I basically like pull out one of the curly ends and wrap it like I basically wrap it around the braids, like wrap it and tight so that the ends can still be curly, because I don't want everything to be braided. But you'll see. I'm not even sure when I was plaiting the hair or braiding the hair, if you could actually see it. No, you couldn't. But all I did was to just apply the edge control. I did 3-strand twist, and when I was like closer to the end of the hair, I just took out a tiny piece of hair before I don't actually plait it out or braid it to the end. I just maybe 3/4 of the braid, I just leave out a little section, and then take a tiny piece of the hair and just wrap it around and tight. And then I use some of the hair like oil, just not oil, serum, hair serum polish, to just polish the curls so they could like look the same or look similar to the other curls, pretty much. Why am I finding it so difficult to like explain what I'm doing? That's because this should be something that you watch, not me talking. But anyway, you know what I'm saying. Yeah, but we're basically finished. I'm just going to add a few more hair to like several areas of my hair. As you can see, maybe some to that corner over there, some to various corners, wherever I have like gaps, like right there. Gonna add maybe one more of the hair braiding hair to that section. But overall it's finished, and I'm going to add some to the back, but I don't want to make it extremely full, or because I still want it to give me that like knotless braids vibe. But I have like thin hair, so I don't want thin hair. You know what I'm saying? I still want it to be full. But I'm loving it so far. As you can see, I'm just oiling it and trying to figure out what is needed, where I need to add some more hair and so forth. And I'm just going to add it off camera. And the reason why I didn't do the elastic band method was because I don't want any elastic band in my hair, because I'm going to keep this hair in for maybe 2 months, and I don't want any elastic band like on my hair, because I don't want it to damage my hair. So if you want to, you can apply elastic bands to your hair if you want to, but I don't want to. But as I said before, the position of the braid or the crochet needle is how you're gonna get the hair as flat as possible, so it's not like just off in terms of how it feels. So it's going to fall flat. As you can tell, it's falling flat in certain areas. And you can also change the position of the hair if you want, wherever you want it to flow. Remember, you did the 1 row of not like real braids, so it's not going to make it seem as though everything was like crochet braids, so you're not going to see those lines basically. So I'm just adding some accessories and so forth, and then later on, next day I'm going to do my makeup, because I just went to my bed because I didn't have time to do makeup. So this was the other clips that you're going to see is actually next morning when I went out. But I really love this hairstyle. It was like so easy. It didn't take long. It wasn't stressing. The only thing is that while I was doing my hair, I could figure out the placement of the crochet needle. It always has to go downwards, meaning the hook has to go downwards, so under the braids and downwards, instead of upwards, the regular crochet like method that you would do. Because if you don't, it's not going to be flat. All right, but this is the next day, guys. I took off maybe 3 times blouses because I wasn't feeling the blouses. I wasn't feeling this one, but it's actually very nice. This blouse was actually very nice. So I'm just doing some slow-mo. I'm loving the hair. I did my makeup just very natural, very neutral. And can you see, guys? Do you see the hair? I went ahead, applied some hair serum, hair polish, and as I said before, I was trying on different shirts to see which one would allow me to actually see the hair, because it's black and I wanted to see it, or I wanted you to see it. But can you see, guys? Do you see that the hair is actually flat? Nice. So this is it, guys. So just watch the slow-mo. Hope you enjoy this video. Hope you learned something, and everything will be linked in the description. Don't forget to subscribe, guys. Like, comment, and subscribe to your girl. Okay? Yeah, we're on the road to 10K. Okay, so yeah, see you in the next one. Bye bye. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.